You know, as we go through life, we learn a lot about what is considered common knowledge, things that are passed around by our family, friends, and teachers. But what if I told you that some of the common knowledge that you believe to be truth is actually all wrong? This is Myths You Still Believe, the series all about explaining the truth behind the most commonly believed myths. In this, the pilot episode of this new series, we aim to tackle the myths that were taught to us as kids about our own bodies. Remember when you were a kid and you'd make faces like, and your mom would be like, if you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that forever. Yeah, spoiler alert, myth. So get ready, because here are 7 myths you still believe about your body. Not wearing a coat makes you sick. Here is a myth that everybody living farther than 6 inches from the equator has heard before. The notion that temperature alone can lead to colds and flu illnesses has been passed around for well over 100 years and has been proven completely wrong. Illnesses are caused by viruses, and though it's true that they spread more frequently in colder seasons, you're actually more likely to contract one inside than outside. See, it's the exact opposite of what you were told. Science is flipping it on you. In fact, being outside, warm or cold, may actually help prevent illness, especially with a more active lifestyle. So get out there and be active, run around. Don't swim right after eating. As kids, many of us were told to never swim 30 minutes after consuming a meal, or you could cramp up and drown. In fact, you can still hear mothers at the beach today telling their children to wait patiently in the sand while their food digests. Yeah, myth. First of all, food takes hours and hours to digest, not half an hour. And while yes, the process of digestion can cause cramps, the theory that blood immediately leaves the limbs to aid digestion is absolutely false. You're not going to lose the use of your arms and legs just because your stomach's having a hard time breaking down a ham sandwich. That was good. Oh, digestion's begun. Can't shake your hand, can't high five you, sorry. Limbs are out of commission. Blood is blue until oxygenized. Your veins are lying to you. Well, them and whoever was the one to tell you this incredibly common misconception. Despite the bluish color of the lines running up and down your arms and legs, all of your blood is red. This is due to the iron-infused hemoglobin, which is a red-colored protein that binds with oxygen. The reason that your veins appear blue is because your skin filters light wavelengths differently and reflects them back to what your eyes perceive as a blue color. Any surgeon will tell you that once someone is on the operating table, there are no blue veins to be found. Just trust me, it's all red. I don't like talking about it. They're red. Moving on. Swallowed gum stays in you for 7 years. This little piece of folklore was invented shortly after the invention of chewing gum, probably by parents and teachers who didn't want their kids chewing gum either when they were about to fall asleep or in the classroom. It was told that accidentally swallowed gum would remain in your body for 7 years while your stomach tried to dissolve it. Now, while it's true that gum can't properly be digested, it's a total farce to claim that it stays in your stomach. Remaining intact, it simply moves through your digestive system and leaves your body the same way that other waste does. Poopy! That being said, don't go swallowing large amounts of gum because it could cause constipation and you're gonna have a hard time explaining that one to your doctor. Just bubble farts and whatnot. It's just weird. Shaving hair makes it grow thicker. If this were only true. While this claim was made mostly to men in their late teens to encourage them to stay clean shaven, it's about as factual as believing that whiskey actually puts hair on your chest. This was disproved as far back as 1928 when a study in shaving showed that there was no change in the thickness or speed in which hair grew back. Now, hair that grows back can feel coarser after shaving, but that's actually just because the tip of it is less natural due to the razor slicing it. And let's face it, if shaving made hair grow back thicker, we'd all look like walking mops immediately following our teen years. I'm just gonna shave. No. Waking a sleepwalker can hurt them. While it certainly is jarring to suddenly realize that instead of being safe in bed, you're standing in your own kitchen, the idea that you can somehow damage someone's brain or cause them to have a heart attack just by waking them is completely false. In fact, it's actually more often dangerous to not wake a sleepwalker. People have been known to fall down stairs, wander into the street, or even attempt driving, not knowing what they're doing. In fact, as it turns out, waking a sleepwalker can actually be more unsafe for you than them, as sometimes the confusion can cause them not to recognize you and lash out physically. I'm sleeping. Who is you? Just, that could happen. Just watch out now. Sitting too close to a TV ruins your vision. This myth claims that if you're too close to a screen, the brightness and moving images can either blind you or make you go permanently cross-eyed, both of which are just plain silly. This idle threat has been around since TVs were first invented and is rumored to have been started by a doctor who linked distance from a screen with epilepsy in the 1970s. The truth is, most families just used it as a way to get their kid's big head out of the way. You should have seen me as a kid. I looked like a pumpkin on a toothpick. I still kind of do. It's a big melon. Thank you guys so much for watching the pilot episode of Myths You Still Believe. Remember to click that like button and be sure to leave a comment below to let me know what the next topic should be. Be sure to click that red subscribe button to be notified of my future videos on this channel. On the right, you'll find an annotation to my last video, as well as an annotation to some merch if you're interested in picking some up, and an annotation to my second channel where I make vlogs, unboxings, and much more. So be sure to subscribe to that. And as always, all the links I just told you are in the description below this video. I'm looking forward to reading your comments to see what topic you want me to cover next, and I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace!